So I think one of the biggest challenges that our industry is facing now and into the next year is going to be the challenge of trying to get people into the workforce, right? We have a significant shortage. There's plenty of work to go around. There's a lot of opportunity, but we don't necessarily have the people to perform the work. And the challenge there is we have an aging workforce who has a ton of experience, but they're aging out, right? They're leaving the industry. It's a hard industry to be in, construction and architecture and engineering, and they're moving on. And new people are not necessarily always interested in that. So what we're trying to do is match those people up and expand upon the experience that they can have and prove that construction and architecture and engineering are great fields to be in, and show them new exciting ways that they can be involved in them. And technology, which I'm involved in, plays a large part in that, because we can connect those people and have a mutual, bi-directional mentoring there, where young people are learning from seniors and veterans on how they can solve problems in the field, while young people are teaching those seasoned veterans how to use the new tools that are going to be prevalent in the future, in the next year. So that's one of probably the biggest challenges we're seeing, is how to get those people connected and how to get them working together so we can improve the workforce that we have available to us. So I think there's a lot of really great opportunities in the next 12 months, 24 months for our industry. We're seeing a lot of things happen with really disruptive technologies, things that are changing the way that we build, whether it be moving towards a more prefabricated, modular, offsite type of construction, or really changing the experience that people have in the field by making more information available at their fingertips on mobile devices, or the training that they can get and the experience that they can get through virtual simulators. There's so much technology that's coming to our industry from other industries, and we're finally figuring out how to use it. So the fact that we're digitizing our industry in a way is really going to provide an immense amount of opportunity for future careers, and for the people that are really engaged and really love our industry. They're being reinvigorated with a new passion because of this. Some of the changes, I think, in how we build and where we build are significantly going to be changed in the future. I think because of the way that we're approaching projects, things are now heading towards a more green, a more lean environment, allowing us to consider sites that maybe would have been unbuildable before. Really unique challenges in major metropolitan areas of getting a building constructed on a site that's really slender and really small. And because we're using things like modular, we can build a lot of those facilities off-site and bring them into an urban environment, which allow us to sometimes go taller. We're seeing the expansion of use of timber now up to like 12 and 14 stories. We're seeing modular units being built as high as 50 and 60 stories now. So they're providing us a new way to look at things that maybe weren't possible before, and also bringing the price point down significantly, making them more affordable to live in those metro and urban environments. And that's not just in the US and Canada, but that's really across the world. We're seeing that trend pretty significantly. So there's so many new technologies that are coming out in the industry. There's a lot of opportunity for many of them to be completely disruptive. I think one of the things that is probably going to be the most disruptive is the access to the amount of data that we have. Traditionally, our industry has been filled with spreadsheets and pen and paper, in very unstructured data that is not available for us to leverage, right? Now, as we see solutions come out that allow us to access information on our mobile phones, collect that information, more automated collection of that data, we now have this massive store of information that we can start to leverage, and we can use things like machine learning and artificial intelligence on top of that to really move the industry forward, solve problems faster, create better designs, because we have the data to teach it how to learn, and therefore the information from our experts goes into that as well. And now we can leverage that to expedite design, to expedite answers on the job site. And I think that's really going to disrupt our industry and change the way that we look at building projects in the future. The industry is completely changing. It's not your grandfather's construction industry. There's so many different opportunities available inside of the architecture, construction, and engineering space today. Your technology skills that you've grown up with are now completely applicable to our industry. We're using things like drones, we're using machine control. There are people that are hiring data scientists to work at construction companies to pore over all of this newfound data. So construction doesn't necessarily just have to be swinging a hammer or cranking a wrench anymore. There can be ways that you can be involved, and it's a great opportunity to be involved in a great career. I mean, people who are coming into our industry, if they were to come straight out of high school or straight out of college, could be making significant salaries within 2 to 3 years of being in the industry, more than they may just go getting a general business degree or something along those lines. So I would encourage you to significantly explore the industry, because it's not what it used to be. And that's what gets me really excited, is how many smart and young individuals are coming into our industry and bringing new perspective. And the industry's listening to them as well, which is really exciting.